These are some of the foods I cooked on last Sunday. This is part of the chicken I cooked with just the water and salt. This is the remaining water from it. I already had half. These are sweet potatoes that I baked. This is curry. This is the other half of the chicken. I shredded completely and added to a Korean sauce, which I believe it's bulgogi. I'll put the link below. It healed me four. I've already eaten two, still have one. And this is the rice with beans. I still have some. This is shredded cabbage with a bit of pancake batter already. To this I will add one of these shredded, and I will have this with a bit of the broth, and in the broth I will put and on the side, because it will change the flavor. On the side I will put the rice, and this will be one meal. For dinner, I will probably have one of these, and I will have to cook some rice, and I'll probably have curry as well. It's enough for a meal, but they're both very good, and I don't mind eating a little bit more. The point is, um, this and this was all cooked once in a big pot with salt, and this as well, in a big pot with salt. Then all I had to do was shred the meat, mix it with the sauce, and separate it in meats. Cut the half that I was going to leave in pieces, and cut it in wings, breasts, uh, breasts, legs, thighs, and I think that was it. The curry, I cooked the lentils. I had the lentils cooked 2 or 3 days before I made the curry. I used the beginning of the curry, the aromatics. It was onion, garlic, and ginger, if I'm not mistaken. And to that, I would have to add the spices and then the tomato sauce. What I did was I made a huge amount of onions, the right proportion of garlic and ginger. Then I separated in four, and to each quarter, I added a different spice. And then I added the tomato for each different spice, and I froze all of them. So I have now four different blends of curry ready to go. And I decided to use part of one to make this red lentils. One of those I will use or part of one of those I will use with the curry. So each time I eat, I manage to have a different flavor, and I had it was a bit of work to do those four pastes, but only because um, I didn't have enough pots. I had to use two pots and one pan, and then I had to wash it and use the other pan. But it was worth it, because now I have enough for 12 weeks of curry, and all I have to do is have the cooked protein, or if I don't have the cooked protein, add the mix of the curry, as I would do with a bouillon cube, and a bit of, and whatever liquid I decide to cook the protein in, and throw in that cube, and I wait for it to melt. I hope this helped. This is my attempt to explain how I'm using the flavor to make the meal plan. It might not be exactly enough, but I due to the way I'm doing it, I I can film it the day I'm cooking or after I cook it, because otherwise I won't. It takes so long. Or for each dish that I make, which I believe it's a bit boring. And since it's separated, it doesn't give you the full idea. I can show you. Let me show you all the curries. So the curries. It might might be a little bit difficult to understand without seeing, but let me show you. It's not easy with one hand. Okay, so this is Moroccan. So the spice I added to this was Moroccan one. The one I added to that one was a spicy one. The previous one was a yellow one, and the other one was a red one. Of course, they have different profiles, but they're all curry, except this one. This is really just Moroccan seasoning. It smells deliciously. This is what I mean with the cube. So each one of these is enough for one single serving. So these are also separated in one single serving. So I can use one of these with one of these, and this will provide me 6. I have 4 in here, so it's 4 times 6. You do the math. And if I want to make a bigger amount, I just use more. And it depends on the intensity I want for the curry. If I want it real curry, I'll use this and just one single serving. If I want the flavor of the curry but not as intense, just to give a hint, then I can use one of these and 2 or 3 or 4 times as much proteins that it would be necessary. I will adjust. I can't adjust. What I'll do is I will use as much protein as I need to use or as I decide to use, and I will put one. If it's too strong, I can't take it out, but I'll learn, and next time I'll use less. If it's not strong enough, I'll put a bit more, like a quarter of this one, a quarter piece of this one. And if it's still not enough, I'll add another quarter piece, and I'll keep adding until the taste or the flavor is exactly what I want. So this is a strong flavor ingredient. This one with that sauce is also a strong flavor ingredient. This is a bland ingredient. This is like a canvas. This is just probably the cabbage pancake you can see in the short, and it's delicious. This is, we can consider this a strong flavor ingredient, but and I can have it with either ramen or, but this is hard. This is already a meal. I don't know yet what I can do with red lentils curry, if I can use it as an ingredient, so I don't consider it quite as it. These are simple ingredients that can be used as a base, just as carbs, just as proteins. And to these I can add sauces, I can add spices, I can add other strong ingredients to give it flavor. I hope I managed to explain.